Even though the holiday season is rapidly coming to a close as we prepare to enter 2025, Walt Disney World is still celebrating the holiday season with decor, shows, and special treats. I wanted to take some time to let you guys know of some specialty food and beverage options that you and your family can still enjoy as you ring in the new year at the Walt Disney World parks. So come on, let's take a look at some of our favorite items that we tried this holiday season. Now, of course, I would be amiss if I didn't mention the famous gingerbread. There are gingerbread houses at the Grand Floridian Resort, which is the famous one. There's also a gingerbread display at the Contemporary Resort and also at the Beach Club and the Boardwalk. But in this video, I'm going to be primarily focusing on different food and beverage options that you can obtain through the different quick service and sit-down dining options. Now let's first head to the Grand Floridian Resort. The quick service location there, Gasparilla Grill, features two holiday offerings. The first is called Let It Snow Cube. It's an almond praline mousse with confit apricot and orange chiffon. It had more of a spongy jello consistency to it. The inside filling was good, but the outer texture was a little bit different. So if you are someone that is a little bit more sensitive to textures and you don't like different textures within your food, this may not be for you. But they also had a peppermint brownie pop, which is a brownie filled with a peppermint patty and rolled in white chocolate, and is a favorite for many guests. They also had a blueberry custard cupcake, which is a vanilla cupcake filled with blueberry custard filling. This had a nice blueberry taste to it, and the vanilla cupcake was moist. Moving on to our next resort, we're going to head to the Polynesian, where they have a festive cupcake. This is a chocolate cupcake with peppermint mousse, streusel, and chocolate decor. The chocolate cupcake was moist, had a good chocolatey taste. The streusel had a very nice crunch. The peppermint mousse seemed a little bit out of place, but we were able to eat around it if you're not a fan of peppermint. At Pineapple Lanai, they also had a holiday float. It's an Ulamel float. Ulamel is a sea turtle that is a part of Duffy collection. And this is a Dole Whip lime with pineapple juice, white chocolate piece, and strawberry popping candy. The pineapple and lime actually went really well together. It kind of tasted like a lemon lime soda. And then the strawberry popping candy had a nice little sensation in your mouth as you were eating this frosty treat. Next, we're going to head over to Beach Club, and we're going to go to Beaches and Cream Soda Shop. They have a Festive Shake, which was a cookie butter milkshake with caramel holiday sprinkles, topped with a red velvet cupcake as a Christmas tree. Now, the cookie butter milkshake itself tasted more like a vanilla milkshake, just with a hint of a different taste. I'm guessing that would be the cookie butter. And then the red velvet cupcake was a standard cupcake. It wasn't super moist. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't great. However, this milkshake is great for photos, and it is kind of fun to have and to share. However, be forewarned, it is very, very messy. And while we're at Beach Club, let's take a short journey over to Epcot. So, of course, Epcot has the Festival of the Holidays. And if you go into the Odyssey Pavilion, they have a special themed here called Holiday Earth Desserts. They also have a Santa meet and greet. And some of our favorites from this booth were the Salted Caramel Spaceship Earth Cookie. It's a sugar cookie filled with salted caramel and a gingerbread cookie. They also had a caramel hot chocolate shake, but it was cold. So it was kind of like a frozen hot chocolate, but with caramel. And then they also had an caramel crumb cake, that was very, very good. All we needed with that was a cup of coffee. Also at Epcot at World Celebration, they had experimental prototype cookies of tomorrow, which is a spaceship earth tile cookie. This was a gingerbread cookie with a chocolate glaze at the bottom, vanilla frosting, and they also had a gingerbread milkshake topped with a gingerbread cookie that was absolutely delicious. We only wish that we had more of it because the cup was so small. Next, we're going to head over to Magic Kingdom. Our first stop is going to be at Frier Nook, where they have an eggnog milkshake. This is eggnog soft serve, served with ginger snap crumbles, topped with whipped cream and festive sprinkles. This tasted just like a glass of eggnog, but with all the delight of having a milkshake. This was a huge favorite. And then at the Plaza Restaurant, they, of course, have their typical normal food offerings, but they also have two specialty desserts right now. They have a gingerbread milkshake, which is vanilla ice cream, gingerbread syrup, ginger snap crumbles, whipped cream, and a chocolate piece. And they also have a s'mores cake, which is chocolate cake with chocolate ganache, toasted marshmallow mousse, and sugar snowflakes. We couldn't really taste the s'more flavoring with the chocolate cake. However, it was delicious chocolate cake. The gingerbread milkshake was good, but the gingerbread flavoring was not as strong as that gingerbread milkshake that we had at Epcot. Now, of course, make sure to check out all the different bakeries such as Big Top Circus and then also over at the Main Street Confectionery. They have all of your favorite candied apples and Rice Krispie treats, marshmallow pops, all decorated super festive-y and so cute, and all of them are delicious. At the Main Street Confectionery, they actually have holiday popcorn now, and I chose to get the holiday cookie popcorn, which was caramel popcorn drizzled with chocolate sauce, topped with gingerbread cookies, red and green M&Ms, marshmallows. It was so good. The only thing, it kind of congealed a little bit together because of the heat, but all the flavors worked really, really well together, and it definitely puts you in the holiday mood. The next thing that I tried was over at Columbia Harbor House. They have a gingerbread cake served until 5 p.m. It's a gingerbread chiffon cake with cream cheese frosting, dulce ganache, and chocolate piece. This was so incredibly good. I'm not even a cake person, but the cake was so moist. It had such amazing gingerbread flavor. The cream cheese frosting was just the right amount of sweet, and the dulce de leche ganache was perfect. This is an absolutely delicious cake, whether you like cake or not. Then Storybook Treats is offering a sugar plum sundae. It's sugar plum vanilla soft serve, dipped in celebration cake cone dip with marshmallows and festive sprinkles. So this is basically the equivalent of a dipped cone, but it's served inside of a bowl. The sugar plum flavoring tasted just like berries. It was perfect. It was sweet, it was light, and the tiny mini marshmallows and the sprinkles added a great second degree of textures there, but all the flavors married together really, really nicely. Next, we're going to head to the popcorn carts that are next to Cinderella's Castle. They have a hot cocoa churro, and they also have a red velvet reef donut that I tried. The red velvet cake part of the donut was fantastic. It tasted like a really nice, moist, rich red velvet cake. The green frosting on top for the reef was a little bit too sweet for me. However, if you remove the frosting, if you're not an overly sweet person, I think you'll like the way the donut tastes itself. And then let's head to Hollywood Studios. At Dockside Diner, they have a red velvet holiday shake. This is red velvet swirled with chocolate sauce and topped with a Christmas sugar cookie. The sugar cookie was actually very soft. It was not hard. It tasted fresh. And then the red velvet shake had a great chocolate taste to it, and it was so thick, I actually had to eat it with a spoon. And finally on my list, guys, is a gingerbread cheesecake served at Backlot Express. This is gingerbread cheesecake on top of a vanilla cookie covered with chocolate ganache, and then a dulce de leche whipped cream with little candied pearls and a chocolate piece. This cheesecake was outstanding, out of this world for a theme park, especially for a quick service cheesecake. This tasted just like something you would find at a restaurant. I was so impressed. And I did want to give honorable mention to a cupcake that you can find at Disney's Animal Kingdom at Pizzafari or Restaurantosaurus. This is Snack for Santa, which is a chocolate chip cake with edible cookie dough, milk mousse, chocolate chip cookie buttercream, and Christmas sprinkles. It looked absolutely fantastic. Let me know in the comments below if you tried this cupcake and if it was as good as it looked. Lastly, I want to let you guys know if you are looking for the highly coveted Gingerbread House popcorn tins, they do have them at the 2 popcorn concession stands on either side of the castle right off of Main Street. And they also have the Mickey Mouse drummer nutcracker sipper cup there as well, amongst other quick service locations throughout the parks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if I mentioned any of your favorite treats from this past holiday season. Thank you all so much for an amazing 2024. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in 2025. Much love. Bye-bye.